So great to have you here. Maybe before we talk about all these interesting things, maybe you could just fill us in a little bit about your background and how you came to be interested in this particular area.
Okay, so actually this week I'm type 1 diabetic for 45 years. So all of last year I kept saying 44, so I had to remind myself that earlier on to say 45. I'm 45 years of I've lived with type 1 diabetes 45 years. Well, my blood sugar control was horrible despite all my efforts, because I followed the ADA guidelines, which the UK-based ones are very similar to the American guidelines, and basically the idea was, as a type 1 diabetic, you don't have to limit your carbohydrates, you don't have to follow a special diet, you just eat normal foods like everyone else, and your HbA1c, don't expect it to be like a non-diabetic, because that's just not heard of. And so they said, they don't set the bar high for you. They don't tell you there is an option of not eating carbohydrates. And so that's how I lived until my blood sugars were completely out of control. My health was suffering. My education background is linguistics, and I've been an educator for close to 30 years. And I started taking time off teaching and devoting time to nutrition research. And throughout my research, I actually found out about Jason Fung. And I got more and more into it. Jason Fung was the first video, actually, I accidentally saw online. And that really intrigued me. And I've been doing serious type 1 research and experiments on myself since 2015, I would say. I write blogs on type 1 diabetes and extended fasting, which is quite unique. And I do also coaching. I love working with type 1 diabetics because it's so sad for me to find out or to hear from them that I'm in the same situation. I'm not receiving any support from my clinicians. And they're not receiving any support, and they want to try fasting. They want to try reducing their carbs, and they just need that community support. So I've set up a small community for us on Facebook. There are a few hundreds of us who are doing keto. So we're following the ketogenic diet, but we're also faster. So we do the occasional fasting for longevity on autophagy and all the other benefits. And we prove the medical world, wrong. We show the world that as a type 1, you can do fasting and you can do it safely. You can do it with the tools, especially with the tools available to us these days. So I almost sound like I have a chip on my shoulder, as we say in the UK. I want to show the world that there is no reason why you cannot do extended fasting if you wanted to, just because you're type 1.